Big new developments, folks.
On the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his two-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex. In the last 50 years, iodine has been phased out of our staple foods and replaced with the halogen bromine, a practice now banned in nations around the world. Guess what else is in the halogen family? Fluoride. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here. In 1924, the federal government did the right thing and encouraged salt producers to add iodine. It's the good halogen on the periodic table, and the results are on record. Reports documented a 15-point IQ increase in areas that had previously been deficient in iodine. Bottom line, iodine is important. Unbound, clean, in a glycerin base. Nascent iodine was the answer for myself and my family. You will find Survival Shield Nascent Iodine exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWars Life Survival Shield Nascent Iodine isn't just for emergencies. I take it every day. That's InfoWarsLife.com, or call toll-free 888-253-3139. The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula, sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality. InfoWarsLife.com.
To stop tyranny? Well, so does he. Live from the Infowars.com studios, it's Alex Jones.
Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. That's 12 noon to 3 p.m. Eastern. We're here. And folks, we got an axe to grind with the New World Order. We got chips on both shoulders. We know who the author of our discontent is. We know who's usurping us and dominating us. And we're going to wipe that slimy, trendy, fascist smile off these pot-bellied, chicken-necked pieces of garbage. I want more freedom. More power to the people. And we're going to bang our heads like battering rams up against their little heads. We're going to find out who's got thicker skulls. We're going to wake the dead. We're going to cure you mad. The people are dead. They're sleeping. They're under mind control. And it's time to wake them up. Crank it up. I really want to be overrated. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to decide that we're not going to be slaves. It's time to wake up. It's time to get involved. It's time to realize open treason is being built up and prepared all around us. Again, we are back live. I'm going to give the number out. We're going to take your calls and cover a ton of news in the next hour. We have so much I haven't even gotten to, but let me get back to the top story that's up at prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com. And the best place to find it is red linked on the right-hand side of drudgereport.com. Report Homeland Security has exercises where they, quote, target free Americans against socialist tyranny is the headline. Now, if you go to the homeschool drills that they've had at public schools, they tell them, we're homeschoolers against public education and we're here to kill you. Or we're pro-gun groups and we're here to kill you. In fact, I'm going to have Watson add all those examples to his article to show people it's part of a larger compendium of where they have these school shooting drills, federally funded, from Texas to Michigan, from California to Florida. We've seen it in just every major state. Minnesota, they've lost lawsuits up there where unannounced at the elementary, they come in with guys dressed like militia and march everybody outside and say, we don't like public school and you're all dead. And then they blow up a bus with a firebomb. I had the lawyer on. This was on the news in Minnesota. And then they get the teachers down on their knees with the kids, and the kids are literally urinating, defecating all over themselves. This is in the lawsuits. I mean, you talk about Soviet mind control camp right out of Red Dawn. That's what a mind control camp is, where you torture and freak everybody out until peer pressure makes families break down and tell dad, work for the Soviet in Bulgaria. Go help report out your friends in the hills, or they're going to keep raping and killing us. Dad, do it for me. I mean, this is hardcore Soviet-style brainwashing. And they do it in public schools everywhere, and you send your kids there to do it. Teachers just 2 weeks ago filed suit in Missouri and said, we do not want to be forced to take part in 4 mass shooting drills a year where we march around with our hands up, or we got to put fake blood on us. Folks, there's 165, 3, it varies every year. It's in the 160s on average every year since 1992 that there are mass shootings. 160 people killed every year in some type of mass shooting. Almost all of them are gangbangers shooting at each other in schools. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Honeybees kill over 200 people. I've been harping on that for years. Now, Esquire last year did a whole article admitting that. You got a better chance of being struck by lightning repeatedly in your lifetime, not in the same day. You have a better chance, look it up, World Almanac, of being struck twice in your life by lightning than by being killed by a terrorist. Folks, it's like finding a unicorn with a Lucky Charms elf riding it. You got a better chance, folks, of finding a chupacabra in your backyard, basically. Almost 400 people die every year from deer jumping out in front of their cars. Or do we have checkpoints to stop the deer everywhere? Game fences? Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to make it out of this world alive. You're going to die. Alcohol kills 300,000 people a year on average. You're going to stop everybody drinking? Cigarettes, hundreds of thousands. Cars, hundreds of thousands. Mass shootings, 260 with change. Never gone above 270. Never gone above 170. I'm ranting. Let me get to this article. It's just everywhere. They drill now, like the Army used to drill to fight the Russians in the 70s and 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s. The Air Force drilled to fight foreign aircraft. The FBI drilled to fight, quote, organized crime and foreign infiltrators. The CIA supposedly, did that to stop foreign governments coming and infiltrating and stealing secrets. Do you know what they do now? You know what their main mission announced by Janet Napolitano 6 years ago is? Do you know what their mission is announced every month? The FBI announced last year. We no longer worry about crime. That's not our main focus. It's domestic extremism. How many domestic extremists killed people last year? It's less than 10 people on the Southern Poverty Law Center's own website, and they're really scratching for numbers there. 10 people? Oh, but it's like great white sharks. They kill 5 people every year on average. Highest number ever is 12, recorded. Everyone I know is scared to swim in the ocean, including the Caribbean, because they think sharks are going to eat them. Almost everyone I know. There is no great white shark in the Caribbean, Dumbo. Some of them occasionally come in the winter into the Gulf of Mexico out of the Atlantic. There are no great white attacks in the Gulf of Mexico. There are none in the Caribbean. There are sperm whales and pilot whales in the southern Caribbean. I mean, people just are scared of everything. It's just everything that isn't scary, everything that isn't a threat. And then I'm scared of a big monolithic government when historically and what our founders said and common sense shows the red level 100% real boogeyman that keeps me up at night. Just got chills. I really do. I get chills, chill bumps. 262 million non-military deaths in the 20th century by government. University of Hawaii study. University of Chicago has even higher numbers. They say 300 and something mil. 262 million. 262 million. Not 160 something killed by mass shooters a year. Government killed 262 million. And who is our loving foreign banker occupied? That's not rhetoric. We are literally run by the IMF, World Bank. Federal Reserve is their domestic arm. We are literally run by the criminal IRS set up in 1913 to pay money into the private run for profit Federal Reserve. Didn't have an income tax till 1913. Our whole system is designed to be cold and socially engineered and controlled by these people. Nothing else really matters except recognizing the real political system we're under. And then meanwhile, in every Army publication, Army War College, Navy War College, Marine Warfighting School, West Point, Stars and Stripes, Army Times, internal manuals, Homeland Security manuals, that we've broken almost all of them because people send them to us. And then we call the phone numbers involved and check them and read them and look at them. We can look at them instantly. It's always the same crud written by the Southern Poverty Law Center. The Southern Poverty Law Center is basically the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff along with the ADL. And they train, and their main mission, Homeland Security and Northcom have said this, is, I'm going to say it again, returning veterans, number 1. Then veterans, your number 2 enemy. Then libertarians, constitutionalists, conservatives, gun owners, Ron Paul supporters. They literally train the federal government. I mean, I've been at the gun show and seen the ATF, and they will literally look at me and start hyperventilating like I am an enemy soldier or something. Because they literally bat and pitch for the other team. They are sworn. They are in a cult, just like the mafia. It's their duty. I am the enemy. You understand that? You are the enemy. They train 24/7 to take your guns, 24/7 to put you in relocation centers, 24/7 to slap us in the Emergency Centers Establishment Act camps. The Civilian Inmate Labor Camp program. Everything I'm saying is declassified. All those closed military bases are manned and ready. And all they want to do is set off some nukes or bioweapons, blame it on us, start a civil war that'll wipe out the police and military because we won't have a choice when they're trying to take us. I mean, it's gonna be like $20 million hardcore Dorners that have the right on their side and are being hunted and attacked, not that are going out and attacking people like Dorner did. I mean, you saw almost all of Southern California locked down for one guy and police shaking in fear, shooting up vehicles that didn't even match the description with white women in them. Can you imagine when all the retired special forces and all the military and all the former police and all the gun owners have had their families hunted down and their cousin drug off to a camp? I mean, it is going to be, you're not going to be safe anywhere. And the globalists love that. They know you'll attack us, we will wipe you out. You will be wiped out within a year. Dead. Totally wiped out. It'll be like moose hunting season where you put into a lottery and only 1 out of 4 people gets a moose license, or mountain lion hunting, where you got to go put in the lottery and 1 out of 20 gets to hunt the mountain lion. I mean, you'll be like dodo birds. And